Aquarius, welcome to the Daily Pick-a-Card and birthday reading for November 18th. If you were born today after sunrise, you are a Two of Clubs. If you were born before sunrise, you're actually yesterday's card, which was a Three of Clubs. So I'm going to read each card individually, then all together for the collective. We're going to talk about what kind of energy the Two of Clubs brings today and what we might bump up into with a low vibe or a high vibe and how we might navigate the card's messages. Then a special birthday message for you, Two of Clubs. This is your solar year cards. They are here to help you, help yourself in your manifesting abilities. All right, so let's turn over card number one. We got the Ace of Spades. So I do look at the card of the day's chart before I begin the reading. And interestingly, this is the underlying karma card for the Two of Clubs, which means basically this is what is supporting the Two of Spades. The Two of Clubs. The Ace of Spades is supporting it with already understanding and having some kind of comfort zone in those deep awakenings. Now, remember, we're in Scorpio season, so this is really pretty darn sweet for the Two of Clubs in Scorpio. So for you today, if you picked this card, if you have an awakening, if something comes up and something gets triggered, it's going to go a little smoother for you. That deep realization, that deep truth about you and how you're doing you and how secure you are, how enthusiastic you are about opening to some new version of the way you do you. A better version, because it opens a deeper knowledge and you just understand yourself that little bit much better. So big or little, that's kind of exciting for you today. It's a perfect day, the Two of Clubs. I love that you get this card because the Two of Clubs is all about putting something together, having that click. All right, let's see what you get for card number two. We've got the Jack of Diamonds. So this also is in the chart of the day. This is in the moon position. So you're going to want to go and see what you have in the sun position, because aces represent the first position of the sun. And because of the Jack being in the moon position, you're going to want to check your moon and see what's in your moon position, but also what is in where your moon is. All little bits and pieces of clues as to how you might navigate what this moon card for the Two of Clubs means on a day of a Two of Clubs. So Jack of Diamonds, this is what they call the salesman card, but it's so much more than that. It is you really finding that value within, believing in yourself, believing in what you're doing, believing in what you want to bring to the world as worth, and how you might deepen it. Jacks have this understanding, deep understanding that one day, they're going to be queen or king. So they are in preparation for that. That it's like they live a life of that, preparing to be something more. And you want to do that in the best way possible, in a noble way. It's in an upright position, so it's all good. So what you're being asked to do today on this Two of Clubs is that you are to figure out a little bit more of how you value you. Now, you can do this with a lighter heart, with a knowingness that it's got to have some playfulness in it. All jacks are Uranus energy, so you can get creative with it too. You can try a few different things, so what? Try it. Try wearing something different. Try doing your makeup a little different, or wearing a tie if you don't normally wear a tie. That kind of thing, just to step it up a little bit and to feel a little bit better about yourself. I once read that to clean your car, to drive around in a dirty car or a clean car, really affects the way you do your driving. Think about that as you prepare for your Saturday. Not expecting to wear a tie today, but you never know. You can at least put on something that doesn't have a stain on it. All right, let's move to card number 3. Oh, we got Destiny. I love getting this card. Don't get it very often, considering there's only 54 with the 2 of them. But we're going to draw another card because this is all about our destiny. So what we want to do here is look at the ecliptic path. What do you have in that 10th position? And you might as well look in your Jack position too. That's that Uranus down at the bottom to the right. And the chart of the day has the 8 of diamonds. So that's a really nice, solid knowing who you are and how to bring it in a solid, really concrete understanding of who you are, very self-validated. So it's great to have those diamonds in the chart today. So let's look and see what we get for the Destiny card. If you've been watching, you know that I do my fingers and figure out which one has the biggest tingle. And that's the one that we pull. So yeah, let's just see here. It's the way I've always done it. It's interesting. Even as a teenager with my first deck of tarot, it was always the fingers. All right. Then we'll go a little deeper here. Oh, yeah. There it is. This one right here. Oh, the 2 of spades in reverse. Interesting. All right, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to get to those remedies and cures of what we want to do today. We've got it to a club's day, so to be a little fuzzy about what it is you really, really need, Saturday's great for that if you're not working. We work Saturdays. I've worked Saturdays for like 30 years. So being in the gallery and picture framing, it's a day that you need to be open. And I enjoy it. It's got just a different vibe. Everyone's just a little more relaxed, a little more low key. It's a great business for that anyway. It's always like really positive. But there can be times when, you're a little tired or you're hungry or you didn't get enough coffee that morning or tea or something, and you got something else going on, that you should be in 2 places at once. That kind of thing is the energy that a reversed 2 of spades brings, because you're kind of outside yourself. You're kind of all wound up in what isn't right instead of just going with the flow. And Saturdays are great to go with the flow. I think of what they call witch time, like WITCH. You've always got time. The universe doesn't have a clock or a stopwatch. You've got enough time. Somehow time bends in order to accommodate you. If you're in the groove and you're going with the flow and you're hanging on to yourself, just kind of riding the wave, you'll be fine. There's no reason to think that you wouldn't be. So, and it's all about accepting, right? If you're a couple of minutes late, that's okay. There's a good reason for it. That's the kind of thing that time and the universe does for you if you are on the right path. So, twos are moon energy. So, go and look and see what you have in your moon position. As we know, we've got the Jack of Diamonds for the card of the day. So, perhaps you're not feeling, completely lighthearted and carefree and gonna kind of just dance with this idea of what you're feeling for your worth today. Maybe you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. That's just not going to do it for you. So, what does do it for you? That's what you want to be asking here, because it's Emperor energy as well. And it has to do with getting outside of you. Stop ruminating about whatever it is you're ruminating about and start feeling uh, uh, why you got triggered, right? Because the spades, being a triggered spade card, is just feeling like you're got cloudy thinking, you're stymied, you're frustrated. It's going to be something physical or mental that's got you distracted. Do you have worries? Are you agitated? Do you feel bitter or angry? Are you feeling some resentment for something? It's okay. That's fine. That is like pure gold. You're to pull the string on that and dig deep. Why would I be? Why would that make me mad? And investigate. Go down and figure it out, because when you do, you know that is a part of you that's ready to be healed, welcomed into that family that you have within you, and understand that it's been trying to let you know that something's up and that they're tired of being that one note feeling. They want to come to the table with everyone else and have their 2 cents heard. And okay, do it. Come on in. Welcome, everybody. This is the one that gets angry and irritated. What do you want? What do you need? What do you have to say? And then know that it is ready. Your daimons have brought it here. Your guides have brought it to your attention. So be thankful and have the best of intentions for figuring it out, because you can ask for help. You can ask your spirit guides to help you co-create. Ask them to bring it. You promise to do what you can with it, with the tools that you have at the time. That's all they want. And they wouldn't bring it if it wasn't ready. It'll be brought in the right measure. You can be assured of that. All right, so that's a pretty cool energy for a Two of Clubs day. We've got 2 cards here that are in the chart. And the Two of Spades is also in the chart. It is in the Jupiter position, which is the averted card. So it's gonna be okay. The averted card is kind of like a get out of jail free card. It is softening anything that might be a little turbulent. So you're in good hands today. It's not going to be as rough as it might seem. It's actually going to feel pretty darn good, because the Two of Clubs, I mean, my goodness, this is the day to figure it out. Again, it is moon energy and emperor energy. It's going to help. It's going to allow that getting above your your problems and your feelings. You're going to transcend that energy, and all you got to do is just open to it, accept it, and say, okay, you bring it, I'll deal with it. It's great because that's what the two of clubs and the two of spades do. It's intuitively finding answers. Look for these synchronicities. That's a lovely thing about the two of clubs. You know, that 1111 or 1010. Look at license plates while you're out there. See if anything clicks. And finding a flower that's blooming past the should date, that kind of thing, a butterfly maybe. Whatever you find, consider it as something that is confirming where your head is at, and take note of what you were thinking. Be very mindful, because that again is like a flag that your guides are throwing in front of you to pay attention. Love it when that happens. And yeah, so what would be a low vibe too? It's air energy. So, it could be that you have difficulty focusing. It might feel like that because the day holds everything. It's Scorpio season. We're winding down, but we're still not there yet. And we've got a few more days. So the two of clubs in a lower vibration could be that, as I said, you could be feeling cloudy, bored, feeling like you don't have enough information, or maybe you've got too much. Maybe there's something that you've got to juggle in life. You might be feeling well, on the really dark side of things. You might run into something like a Machiavellian behavior, being nervous and afraid, or feeling defensive or defenseless, that kind of thing. So that's the kind of energy that you might possibly be being asked to take a look at. Now, remember, this is on your path of destiny. So it has to do with where you are supposed to be going. And that is your ecliptic card. So the card of the day, the two of clubs, has the 10 of clubs there. So if that means anything to you and your chart, pay close attention, because that's where this remedy and cure, this welcoming in that feeling of unrest that it is, and dealing with it. It's a good day to do it. The two of clubs is, as I said, all about figuring it out. And you will. It's something that you'll move towards willingly. It's that kind of energy, even with the fixed Scorpion, deep emotional stuckness that it can be. It can also, because of that underlying two of spades, an ace of spades for the two of clubs, you're open to it more so than anyone. And in this moon third deacon energy, you've got this protective, caring, nurturing nature that you can apply to yourself. So it's a softer hardness, if that makes any sense at all. So the overlying karma card for the two of clubs is the King of Hearts. So it really is about deciding and chopping, just sacrifice, whatever it is that needs to have a say and wants to be recognized. Great, you bring it forward. Let's sever that tie that kept you in the dark, and now you are here. Express yourself. It'll give you a tremendous amount of reflection of who you are. Okay, so let's move on to the birthday. We'll talk more about the chart for the birthday and see where we go from here. So, two of clubs. Wow, right? What a day. We've got all of these cards in your chart. We've talked about them and where they sit. So, let's move on to seeing what you get for the Creativity Oracle. This is where you are being invited to take a closer look and think about how this might help you help yourself raise your vibration by doing the work that it's offering. Let's see. Go deeper. Expressing the deeper meaning in life while staying attuned to childlike wonder is at the heart of all great art. Yeah, that is so true. Gosh, I just had that conversation the other day with someone that wanted to go deeper and was at a block, right? It was an artist and they had a block and was trying to figure out a way to go around it and or get into it deeper because of but they were trying so hard, it's like the catch 22. It's like you're strangling. So you got to let it go. You just got to release the hands. It's a hard thing to do. Take a deep breath and literally play, go get some dice or some marbles or a handful of something, rocks, and toss them and see what kind of patterns they can make. Do it with flower petals or some leaves, or draw some sigils, to shift that energy from being dark to more light. It really does work. So, expressing the deeper meaning in life with a childlike wonder, right? Every guru out there has a way of doing this, and it is a lot of acceptance in that you're on a path and your guides will be bringing what it is that you need. You've got the 10 of clubs on your ecliptic, so of course you know how to work and how to enjoy the work and what that magician card means for you. It's interesting in that you've got the alchemy, and to go deeper is what you're here to do as a Scorpio. Get down into that mucky mire and start sweeping it out, getting that clean, and deeper that you can go and do that, the happier your guides are going to be. And where are you being guided? You are being guided into that Rahu, that Six of Spades. So check your upper 7 slots there, your placements, and see where your Rahu is. Look at it astrologically as well, because whatever house your Rahu is in, you can actually figure out where your daimon is by that's part of the equation. And you can go to Astro Seek. It's like Astro / Seek, and you'll find where you can look for your spirit. So yeah, it tells you where all 3 are: spirit of Eos, spirit of fortune, and oh gosh, no, I'm blanking on the 3rd one, but fortune. And I already said that. Anyway, you can go there and see what messages you'll add to your going deeper. But that is where you are being drawn to. I have Rahu in the 1st house, so it's all about figuring out who I am and accepting that. I struggled with the whole psychic thing for a while, and I'm embracing it now, and things are, well, I have been for a while, but you know what I mean. Anyways, that's the kind of thing. So, all right, let's take a look at your spirit and nature and see what we can see from here. You got the Jack of Hearts. So it's not in your chart. And I'm looking now, but I don't see it as a overlying or an underlying karma card either. But it is part of that Uranus energy for you because it's a jack. You're going to go back to the jack position and see what you have there. You've got that 8 of diamonds, and it's all wrapped up in the Rahu for you. The Rahu position for you is that 6 of spades. So you are to constantly be doing exactly this. This is where you're going to find your cure. This is where you become the most healthy, peaceful, personal progress is in that 6 of spades. That is where you're meant to go. Isn't that beautiful? And when you look at the 6, you go to the 6th position. Venus, 8 of hearts. That's what you have there. Matching that 8 of diamonds, it couldn't be any more stable, depending on where your astrological planets and houses are, which will give you a much bigger picture if you know where to take those for information. So best of luck to you. I think this is really pretty sweet. You've got a really nice chart with a lot of stable numbers, even numbers, and that always makes life just a little bit easier. Where the trouble comes in is you've got a king of clubs in the sun position, so there's a lot of sacrifice that needs to happen for you. You've got the king of spades there in the Neptune, so it's really hard to grasp that Neptunian fog in the queen position. You've got that urge to do exactly this, but it's elusive and it's hard to pinpoint. Getting closer and understanding what part needs to go, what part to open to. But you really do want to think about that 2 of spades because you'll get help with that from your guides. They are more than happy. You name it, they'll bring it. I promise you. All right, let's see what you get for the Wishcraft card. Let the leaves go. I can let go of what I no longer need. Well, yes, but as I just said, it's that figuring out exactly what it is, that elusive Neptunian energy that is obscuring your answers for you. But if you ask for help, they will bring it. I promise you that. Stay on your ecliptic path, do the work. That 10 of clubs loves to work. And remember, you've got that Neptunian vibe going on. And not only that, you've got this Jack of Hearts, which is, again, telling you to go for it in that childlike manner. It has all of the attributes of the Jack of Diamonds, the same preparation for a more noble path, but it also has this joyful, having fun, being creative, knowing that if you open to that intuition, if you can lighten up the need to, hang on to something for longer than you should. There's so much that happens when you just take a break. You don't even have to say, I'm leaving it. You can just say, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to write it down, what I'm feeling. I'm going to go have a cup of tea. I'm going to come back and I'll look at it then. Maybe I'll look at it upside down and sideways, but I have the tools that I need, those aces, 2s, and 3s. And that is the other part of this. The 3 of hearts is in your Pluto position, so it is all about that struggle to figure it out. Yeah, there's no easy answer except that you've got backup with this two of spades. If you can realize it, right? It's all about that. So embrace it. It's real. All right. Thank you for watching. Happy birthday, Two of Clubs. I hope your day, your year goes beautifully. And as I always say, carpe diem, stay kind and curious as we all journey creatively.